think you can speak on it and even highlight it in a positive way. But I think people have harnessed the negativity, and I even did so in the past. So I understand the pressure and I understand the different phases of life, but I don't think it's necessary. So beyond addressing those things, I think we need forefathers, and maybe even a board, if you will, to kind of even say what is hip hop, what isn't, what is permissible, which isn't. We're the only culture that you're able to infiltrate in that way. You try that with rock and roll. You try that with jazz and see what come out with a violent jazz record and see what happens. You see what I'm saying? So we're the only ones that have no rules, and I think the freedom has worked against us.
That's a very interesting. You said a lot in a little while
Yeah,
because
I rambled.
no, that was great because I want a copy of that book autographed too, and I'll put a review of it on the website,
Coming
of
out of
course.
September.
All right, y'all make sure y'all go to heritagehiphop.com so I can see that review.
Yes, sir.
But even from hip hop's inception, peace, love, unity, and having fun, to then go on to some rappers is heaven sent, but self destruction don't pay the effing rent. To then we gonna be all right, right? We gonna be all right. It seems
Yeah.
like hip hop has always had a positive tone, but the hijackers told people by dangling the carrot of poverty and money over their heads. It seems like they told the people, you must make this or you won't sell. Look at the impact of a KRS-One. Too old for y'all? Okay. Let's look at the impact of a Nas. Too old for y'all? Okay. Look at the impact of a Kendrick Lamar and the tribalism of the West Coast. Music has always been the symbol of hope and always been the identification of society at large with the lyrics, the message, and the frustration of the people. Yes, we can be positive, but how do we accentuate the positive when so many people harbor down on the negative and uphold that like that is our representation?
Well, I want to say this. I don't know that any actual meeting or conversation has ever happened between an executive and an artist where they've been forced down a negative road. I think because of the budgets behind music, we've seen everything sell. They decide what they want to sell, but it's not that it's the only thing that sells. Now, of course, right, we're dealing with a fallen world. So negativity is easier to sell, right? Sex sells. If a person likes something, they tell one person. They hate something, they tell 10 people. Your haters give you 100 views. Your fans watch twice. Negativity is a thing that is just unfortunately inside of everybody, and so it's easy to hone into. It's the low hanging fruit. But I won't say that they force you. I've been on a major label. They don't force the negativity. You just know it's the low hanging fruit, right? So it's easier for me to do a strip club record than it is to do a Unity because a UNITY. So I think it's more about the powers that be just deciding what to sell. It's almost like the sneaker store. If it's the only sneaker store in town, you're buying whatever's there, right? You need some sneakers. That's what you get to choose from. They just are deciding what we get to choose from. If it was all positive, they would go for it. If it's all negative, they go for it. The people are just going with whatever's being supplied to them.
I agree, and I come to you with this as a turning point.